All right, a lot of headlines and important information to pass along to you. So go ahead and slide that plate of leftover lutefisk aside just a minute because we got some important details to go through about your Tuesday. We start the day off quiet, so your trip to work won't be any worse than your trip home tonight. Will be some slippery roads, but not too bad. The snow pushes in for many of us by midday, and the accumulation begins into the drive home. So that evening drive and then the Wednesday morning commute will be impacted with several inches of snow for some, and this does come with enough wind where we could have some blowing snow and reduced visibilities during the event. It's getting started here in the mountains of Colorado. We have in blue winter weather advisories for much of the nation's midsection, but we do have warnings where things are expecting to get very dicey in parts of Iowa, and that could extend into southernmost Minnesota as well. Now let's look at your current temperatures. It's slipping below zero in central Minnesota, and temperatures falling in the early evening hours here in the valley thanks to the fact we finally have some clearing skies. And we were just in the 20s in Jamestown, but you too cooling fairly quickly with the clear skies. Beautiful Grand Forks right now, a little bit of a light breeze. And at Hector, your temperature is 3 degrees. Feels like 12 below. That wind from the south is increasing now as we head into the late evening hours. It's that increasing wind and that southerly direction that will help warm things up. Here is a regional view because let's face it, this storm is going to impact travel across much of the nation's midsection, and it's at high travel time of year. Colorado is where things are getting started by 10 o'clock tonight. It's pushing into places like Rapid City and western parts of Nebraska. And look at this, Kansas getting some snow as well. For us, quiet in the evening. South winds increasing, and I believe temperatures by morning will actually be on their way up. Take a look at these readings with me as we'll start our day in the single digits and teens. Notice an increase in clouds here in our southern counties and south winds at around 20 miles per hour. And again, that morning commute free from any snowfall for our area. Now let's advance it into the midday hour. Our western counties, our southern counties, and Lakes Country in southwest Minnesota seeing snow developing and moving in. It expands pretty quickly into the early afternoon. So that means your evening commute from work or wherever you have plans to travel tomorrow will be impacted by this, and there will be a southeast wind that will gust over 20 miles per hour in places. So open country could have reduced visibilities as well. So a slippery and slidey commute home, plan for extra time. How long does it last? Well, for some of us, we'll see snow lasting into the overnight. And did you notice there was some banding up to the north? We could have isolated locations where you see these dark blues. Hutch put a little asterisk here and here where we get enhanced snowfall totals. But by and large, way up north, less on the snow totals. We're talking a trace to 2 inches of snow up north, but in Grand Forks, Fargo, Ellendale, Gwinner, Lisbon, Sisseton, a 1 to 4 inch swath is going to be pretty widespread. And then the best chance of some heavy snow, Lakes Country and into southern Minnesota. In fact, southern Minnesota, the far southern part, could see a walloping of snow where you see these purples here. It's ridiculous amounts. So we'll keep you posted there, but our area will definitely have some impacts to travel Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Here's a snapshot at your hometown at 3 o'clock. Snowflakes flying, wind blowing 20 miles per hour from the south, temperatures in the 20s, and a slippery afternoon commute. That's enough snow on the ground for this sleigh ride for this fella here. Sherry sharing another photo of the Squirrel Clan up there in Grand Forks. Thanks, Sherry. Here's a look at a cold Wednesday. Snowflakes ending pretty early. A slippery commute to work on your Wednesday morning. Remember, then New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, a little bit of a warming trend into the weekend. A little hiccup in the forecast on Saturday, but after that, a nice warming trend into the first work week of the new year. And we're closing out 2020 with no locusts or anything like that on the 7 day, so that's a bonus.
I mean, so far, right?
Right. As always, the forecast subject to change.
Yeah. Thanks, Hutch.